The Sahara Desert, a place of scorching sun and endless sky where the horizon seems to stretch into infinity. A land of unforgiving beauty where the harshness of the environment is matched only by its breathtaking vistas. But beneath the shifting sands, a secret slept, hidden from the world for countless generations. A secret buried for millennia, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to seek it. A team of archaeologists, led by the brilliant but reckless Dr. Joe Rowan, were drawn to this desolate place, driven by the promise of discovery. Whispers of a lost civilization had haunted their dreams, filling their nights with visions of ancient glory. Legends spoke of a city swallowed by the desert, a place where time stood still and secrets lay buried.
We have to find it, Karen. The truth is out there, waiting for us, hidden beneath the sands.
Dr. Rowan, along with his trusted colleague, the meticulous Karen Mills, were determined to unearth the truth no matter the cost. Their expedition was plagued by hardship as the desert tested their resolve at every turn. The unforgiving sun beat down on them relentlessly, sapping their strength and will. Supplies dwindled with each passing day, adding to the mounting pressure and uncertainty. But their spirits remained unbroken, fueled by the thrill of discovery and the promise of uncovering history. Driven by the thrill of discovery, they pushed deeper into the heart of the Sahara, where few had dared to venture.
Joe, the locals, they speak of a curse, a jinn guarding the lost city, a spirit of immense power.
The local Tuareg tribesmen, their faces weathered by the desert winds, spoke of a curse, a warning passed down through generations. They warned of a jinn, a powerful spirit guarding the lost city, a guardian of ancient secrets.
Superstitions, Karen. Nothing more than old stories meant to scare away the curious.
Dr. Rowan dismissed their tales as superstition, refusing to let fear cloud his judgment. Karen, however, felt a shiver run down her spine, a sense of unease she couldn't shake. The desert held a strange power, an ancient energy that seemed to whisper in the wind. It whispered secrets on the wind, secrets that had been buried for centuries. Secrets that only the dunes had known for centuries, waiting to be uncovered by those who dared to listen. One evening, as the sun began its fiery descent, a discovery was made. A moment that would change everything. A discovery that would change everything, revealing the hidden truths of a lost civilization. A glint of gold beneath the shifting sands, catching the eye in the vast expanse of the desert. A glint that shouldn't have been there, a beacon of mystery in an otherwise barren landscape. Dr. Rowan, his eyes gleaming with excitement, brushed away the sand with a delicate touch, revealing more of the hidden treasure. An intricate carving on a slab of sandstone emerged, its details becoming clearer with each careful stroke. It depicted strange symbols, unlike anything they had ever seen, symbols that seemed to tell a story lost to time.
Look at this, Karen. This is incredible. We've never seen anything like it.
Karen traced the symbols with her fingers, a sense of awe washing over her as she felt the ancient grooves. The carvings pulsed, with an energy that seemed to hum beneath her touch, a connection to a long-forgotten past. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the dunes, the wind picked up, carrying whispers of ancient secrets. It howled around them, a mournful sound that sent chills down their spines, as if the desert itself was warning them.
Joe, the guides, they're scared. They say it's the jinn's anger. They believe we have disturbed something sacred.
The Tuareg guides huddled together, their faces etched with fear, their whispers growing more urgent. They muttered about the anger of the jinn, ancient spirits of the desert, guardians of hidden secrets. Ignoring their warnings, Dr. Rowan ordered the excavation to continue, driven by the promise of discovery.
We can't stop now. We're so close. The answers are just beneath the surface.
The sand seemed to resist their efforts, as if protecting the secrets buried beneath, holding on to its mysteries tightly. Then, with a groan that echoed across the dunes, the sand gave way, revealing a hidden passage. A deep chasm opened up before them, swallowing the light and plunging them into darkness, an abyss of the unknown. The air grew heavy, thick with anticipation and dread, as if the very atmosphere was charged with ancient energy. This was no ordinary discovery. This was a portal to a forgotten era. This was a doorway to the past, a gateway to untold stories and hidden truths, a doorway to the unknown, beckoning them to step through and uncover its secrets. A collective gasp escaped the team, echoing off the ancient stone walls. The chasm yawned before them, leading down into the darkness, an abyss that seemed to have no end. It was a gaping maw, promising untold wonders and unseen dangers, a portal to the unknown. Joe, ever the intrepid explorer, was the first to descend, his heart racing with anticipation. His headlamp cut through the inky blackness, revealing a narrow passageway carved into the rock, a testament to the forces of nature.
Stay close, everyone. We don't know what's down here. The unknown can be treacherous.
Karen followed closely behind, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and exhilaration, each step a leap into the unknown. The air hung heavy and still, thick with the scent of dust and time, as if the tunnel itself was holding its breath. As they ventured deeper, the passage opened into a vast tunnel, a hidden world beneath the surface. The walls were adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes of a civilization unlike any they had ever encountered, a lost world frozen in time. Creatures with elongated limbs and large almond-shaped eyes stared back at them, their expressions enigmatic and haunting. Symbols glowed faintly in the darkness, pulsating with an energy that seemed to vibrate in the air, a silent language waiting to be deciphered.
Joe, these carvings, they're extraordinary. What do you think they mean? Could they be a map or a warning?
The silence was unnerving. It pressed down on them, broken only by the sound of their own breath and the crunch of their boots on the ancient stone floor, each step echoing in the vast emptiness. Hours seemed to melt away as they journeyed deeper into the earth. With each step, the air grew cooler, damper, and the sense of mystery deepened. The faint scent of water reached their nostrils, offering a glimmer of hope in this subterranean labyrinth, a promise of life in the depths. And then in the distance, a light. A soft, ethereal glow beckoned them forward, a beacon in the darkness.
Look ahead, Karen. There's something there. Let's keep moving. We might be close to a breakthrough.
And so they pressed on, drawn by the mysterious light, deeper into the tunnels of silence, each step taking them further into the unknown. They emerged into a vast cavern, their breath catching in their throats. Before them lay a city, bathed in an ethereal, otherworldly light. Towers spiraled upwards, seemingly carved from the very rock itself. Bridges arched gracefully across seemingly bottomless chasms, and everywhere intricate carvings and glowing symbols pulsed with an energy that seemed to hum in the very air. The city was deserted, yet it felt strangely alive.
It's like the city is holding its breath, waiting for us.
The silence was broken only by the soft whisper of wind through unseen passages and the gentle dripping of water. Joe and Karen exchanged awestruck glances. They had stumbled upon something truly extraordinary.
This isn't just a lost city, it's a place of magic, a place of secrets.
As they explored further, they discovered homes, workshops, and temples, all perfectly preserved as if frozen in time. Intricate murals adorned the walls, depicting scenes of daily life, rituals, and encounters with beings not of this world. There were depictions of star charts, advanced technology, and creatures that defied explanation. It was a civilization far ahead of its time, possessing knowledge and abilities that seemed impossible. The silence of the city was shattered. A low hum resonated through the caverns, growing louder with each passing moment. The ground vibrated beneath their feet. From the shadows they emerged, tall, slender beings with skin like polished obsidian and eyes that glowed with an inner light. Their movements were fluid, almost serpentine, as they glided towards the intruders.
Oh my God, the legends were true. These are the Jinn the Tuareg spoke of, the guardians of the lost city.
Joe, however, stood his ground, his gaze fixed on the approaching figures. He raised his hands slowly, palms open in a gesture of peace. The beings paused, their heads tilting slightly as if studying these strange creatures who had stumbled upon their domain. One of the beings stepped forward, its voice a melodic whisper that echoed through the cavern.
Speaking in an ancient unknown language.
It spoke in a language ancient and unknown, yet somehow Karen understood. They were not Jinn, but the last remnants of a once great civilization. They had sought refuge underground when a cataclysm threatened to consume their world. For centuries they had watched, waited, guarding their secrets from the world above. And now they had a choice to make.